Anthony Joshua is losing ground against Daniel Dubois, who recently humiliated him by asserting that Joshua has no legal ignore him, and if it occurs once more, Dubois will guarantee that Joshua doesn't forget about it. Dubois feels certain that he may cause Joshua's leg to tremble a lot, precisely like he did during their sparring session prior to thinking that if he's Joshua will be pushed to his absolute limit. I'm not intimidated by enormous difficulty. You cannot scare me with disdain. Daniel. Respect yourself. Believe you are Daniel. Please don't belittle me. Don't belittle me in the struggle of my life. Joshua and Dubois are beginning to things are getting hotter and closer in their most recent in-person conversation. The two wasted no time in hurling spoken jabs at one another. Dubois, glancing strong and resolute, shown that he's not giving up even despite the actual battle. It was evident that is still a few weeks away. That Dubois wanted to have an impact and prevail in the argument just as much. As he hopes to prevail in the real match on September 21st, Dub clarified during the interview, says he's prepared for everything Joshua has in store to deliver. You could tell by what he said. And the manner in which he conducted himself with confidence, he feels that this is his chance to shine, and he can't wait to demonstrate it outside of the ring as well. In the mental exercises before he wants to swing up, let's go ahead and fight. Ish unwind. Let's go now if she wants to rest. Relax. You want to move the chair across now. You don't deserve any disrespect with your face. Can't frighten me with Dubois' assurance seems to be a result of their previous argument session in which he almost passed out Joshua. There were rumors that the fighting was halted early in the Imagine, with respect that Dubois refrained even in situations when he was in the lead. Heavyweight, who was just drawn to. According to Andy Ruiz JRR, Dubois seems to punch more deftly than Joshua, displaying fortitude when times are difficult. This is a crucial location in the ring where Dubois' advantage, particularly if the battle turns into a brutal struggle. Dub obviously has a stronger chin than AJ, I sense, as if it would ultimately come down to dietary habits and who would be the improved strategy. My support is with Dubois. What do you think Dub will be in this one then? Competent to defeat Joshua in September 21st? Or will Joshua make a move and appear, telling everyone he is a superior boxer? Please let me know what you think about this. Tell me below. Something he still regards with some degree Joshua, in spite of all the negative remarks from his adversary before to the battle. Despite Joshua's disparaging Dubois, it is evident that Dubois is not allowing it to affect him. Understands his abilities and limitations. Shy about displaying it in the ring, but it's astonishing that even after all of the harsh utterances, Dubois is still rational. With all due respect, Joshua seems to be concentrated more on the combat itself than the drama outside the ring. It demonstrates that Dubois may possess more character compared to Joshua. He's refusing to. Instead, the mind games divert him. Conserving energy for the ongoing battle. September 21st, even if Joshua could attempting to enter his thoughts, Dubois is remaining composed, self-assured, and prepared to demonstrate who the really superior combatant is. As said by the previous captain of Team GB, Anthony Fowler, was present at the A fighting match in 2016 Joshua became victorious at. Initially, he had good abilities and appeared being in charge of the meeting, but as the rounds continued, Joshua began too self-assured, he committed a few errors. As a result, and his actions turned into a little awkward, this overconfidence proved to be a significant error made in one of the instances. Dubois quickly spotted an opportunity. Every time his short left hook was landed, yes, Joshua, that blow altered the whole sparring match. Joshua, who was ruling before unexpectedly discovering himself. When Dubois was in difficulties, he used that one error, demonstrating that he's not. Someone to Joshua was undoubtedly the underdog, the team's leader, so he was always very cautious, yet he always delivered a terrific, arduous. Joshua seemed to be a little awkwardly sparring him, and he was discovered utilizing Joshua's legs in a brief left hook. He simply gave me a confidence boost with an excellent shot. I don't know why, but I stood up. See where this whole story of I heard someone turn off my lights. But when Dubois heard this, he made it evident that circumstances will change when their real altercation takes place. He said this is no longer sparring. This is a genuine battle. Dubois clarified that inside the arena, he will not hesitate to show Joshua any honor, as he would have shown throughout their sparring matches. He's resolved to demonstrate to everyone his true potential. During their earlier training session, action was halted before Dubois could produce further harm, but Dubois argues that if he has the opportunity to knock Joshua, he won't think twice about him. He is prepared for this to be a severe struggle. To remove Joshua, when the chance, listen up, I'm not here to argue. Ready to battle, therefore, let's discuss the altercation that took place 7 years ago is not sparring, since the battle has already attracting interest from admirers. Worldwide, global boxing authorities are disclosing their forecasts that everyone is looking forward to who will triumph. Even if they are well-known experts have a point. Miller, Joshua, a combatant who has encountered Dubois and lost the opportunity to battle Joshua, shared his opinions on this thrilling game. Miller, who has battled DUIs, is aware of how strong he can be while competing, feels that Dubois has significantly matured, given that they match, and believes he's more risky right now. But Miller is also aware of Joshua has the knowledge and abilities to deal with challenging opponents, which creates this battle is considerably more erratic. I've never disliked this entire affair. Dubois, his team's humorous and nice man, everything cool. Although I support Dubois, and I want to fight AJ at the same moment because with that incomplete meat, the American. Fully gone, Dubois may have struck him once again and placed him to sleep. But Dubois was a little too respectful of he will kill him. There's no doubt about it, Joshua was nearly with that Dubois at that time. During a sparring match, many teammates observed how resolute and powerful. At that point, Dubois even Anthony Fowler was shocked at the extent of the destruction. Joshua wouldn't know what Dubois could do to him. Not at all, particularly given that Joshua was thought to be the front runner to prevail. Like many others, Fowler believed Joshua was pulling for him since he had it in the bag, and thought Joshua would rule the whole collection of sessions. Joshua was the one who's stronger, more accomplished combatant, so everyone anticipated an easy victory for him, but things didn't go as to plan. Dubois, shown that he wasn't going to Dubois, may have been able to concede, struck him once more, unconscious, yet he declined to show appreciation for Joshua's use to defeat the majority of the fighting. But Dubois almost took him out wearing 18-0 headgear and gloves, so should he discover him wearing those 10-0 gloves, Joshua will comply with requests to go to sleep. About the spar-sping session, Joshua stated, "Yes, we had a lot of fights. Daniel seems to have taken out my lights," as Joshua seemed unfazed by the tell about how Dubois almost knocked him out. He acknowledged their frequent arguments. Perhaps everything wasn't flawless every time. But he didn't seem really concerned about it, dismissing it as if it weren't a significant event. Later on, when Joshua was re-interviewed, he provided further information, roughly when he clarified that it was just a clever hook that fooled him. Security officer said there wasn't anything unique about it, he said swiftly, stood back up and carried on battling, demonstrating that Joshua didn't allow it to depress him or have an impact on